Hello everyone, welcome back to another Raiders video. In this video, I'll be recapping the Raiders-Rams Week 7 game, so let's get into it. The Raiders lost a close one to the Rams, 20-15 in Week 7, and now we're falling at 2-5 in the young season. And you know how quickly the season has spiraled. Not that long ago, the Raiders were 2-2, up 10-0 on the Broncos in Week 5, and now we're 2-5. We lost to a Rams team that's very beatable, has a lot of injuries. Cooper Kupp was questionable to play, did not play. And they were able to beat us. Now, something I was kind of concerned about is they left Sean McVay, left Matthew Stafford. And anyway, even if their defense is not very good, I don't think our offense will be good enough to even showcase that. So that's kind of what happened in this game. 5 field goals. We got the ball moving at some parts of the game, but 5 field goals and no touchdowns. Daniel Carlson did his thing. At least that's always good to see. The game at least started off with a nice 3-0 lead in the second quarter. We're definitely in the game, obviously, but then we had some mistakes once Minshew came in that kind of gave the Rams the edge, right? We had a turnover. They came back, got a touchdown, 7-3. Then we were trying to drive, get some points before the half. They got a fumble return for a touchdown, 14-3. That's 7 points that we gifted them. That was not our defense allowing them. That was our offense giving their team 7 points. But at least we got down the field and got a field goal before the half, 14-6. You know what I mean? It was 3-0. Late in the second quarter, all of a sudden it became 14-6 Rams. So, quick turn of events because of the 2 turnovers that happened, because of the interception and the fumble return for a touchdown. So, it turned pretty ugly pretty quickly. Our defense still kept us in the game, and our offense could not capitalize. Even early on in the game, we had a 4th down and 1 stop. Our offense punched the ball right back. So, kind of the story of the whole season, as I've said before, the defense makes stops, the offense cannot back them up. And then we started playing from behind the whole game. And you can't play from behind and only kick field goals. So the Rams got some more touchdowns. They had a second Kyren Williams touchdown, 2 yards. He had 2 touchdowns on the day. That's kind of what I was worried about. His yards per carry this season are kind of low. And even in this game, his yards per carry were kind of low as well. But his touchdowns, that's the threat with him this year. He doesn't get many yards, but the touchdowns that he does get, it's hard to tackle him. He was 9 now in the season. 8 rushing, 1 receiving. And they also had a bye week. So just a nose for the end zone. Found it twice in this game. And their passing game was actually contained as well. Stafford barely had 150 passing. They spread the ball out pretty evenly to the guys they had. But again, no Cooper Kupp. And obviously no Nakua. But they didn't even need Stafford to have a good passing game to win. They didn't even need Kyren Williams to have 100 yards to win. They relied on our defense, and that's how they won. And the thing is, their defense is not that good. Matter of fact, you saw our running game actually get going against the Rams defense. I thought Madison had a nice game. I thought, Azumir White only got 3 carries. I thought that was maybe because he's coming off injury. Either way, I think Madison will be the starter going forward. We finally saw success running the ball, like the second time this year that happened. At least that's a good sight to see. But yeah, with AOC getting injured early, Minshew came in. The offense looked, about the same. I think it would have looked with him in there anyway. Although, maybe Minshew makes some more mistakes than AOC. Regardless, only 2 drives with AOC, and then Minshew came in. A rough day on offense. I thought Brock Bowers looked good, obviously. 93 yards on 10 catches. Madison, as I mentioned, no Jacoby Myers, which was tough. As the game was nearing an end, we got down into Rams territory. And that's the drive was going. But first and goal to 4. A pass that was going nowhere, so Minshew threw it away. Second and goal. A route combination of, I think, only 2 routes. And Bowers, or he went to Bowers, and it was incomplete. Third and goal. I thought it was a nice play design. Bowers in the flats. A wide open catch. It looked like to me he was going to get in right away. And out of nowhere, Quentin Lake comes in and tackles him. And it was 4th and goal after that. It looked like a walking touchdown. And especially with that size difference, I would take Brock Bowers already safety in the league. But Lake with a great tackle. 4th and goal came up from the 4. We were going to go for it. Glazed false start. It was very close to me. It was hardly a false start anyway. But whatever. 4th and goal to 9. We kicked the field goal. If we're being real, what were the chances that our offense picked up a 4th down and goal from the 9-yard line? Not very high. But with 3 timeouts and 2:40 left, and our defense playing well, I trust our defense more than our offense. So I actually like the call to kick the field goal. After it's from the 9, if it's from the 4, we're going to go for it. But again, the penalty happened. We kick a field goal. Rams get the ball. First play, 14-yard run. That was not good. But after that, we got a stop. They punted. We had no timeouts. And only in 1 minute, 39 seconds, we got the ball back. Like we were expected to. But, unfortunately, we were all the way on our own 11-yard line. Incompletion. The second incompletion was a very close one. The trade hooker could have been a deep play. And they're down and 10, interception. So, and that ends the game. But I think the decision to kick the field goal there was the right move because we trust in our defense, have 3 timeouts, and could get the ball back. We did get the stop and the ball back, but don't have the play caller or quarterback, or at this point, weapons to get the ball downfield 89 yards into the house. So, that's what happened. Now, I think that, if the team had a real play caller and real quarterback and, other weapons, that could have happened. I did like the call. So, I think that, a lot of people are questioning AP, and, that's fine enough. I think he's still the guy for the future. The season is probably chalk at this point, 2-5. Not because I want to tank or whatever, but he was not good enough to win games anyway. So, intentionally, or we're going to try to win games, or we're going to lose them because we're not that good. So, that's what's going to happen, in my opinion. We're not 2-5. Still a tough part of our schedule coming up. Chiefs, obviously, coming up. Bengals, that's kind of a winnable game. The Bengals are not very good this year. And then a bye week. And after that, still more hard games to come. But, AOC on IR now. Desmond Ridder is on the team. I'm not a fan of him at all. Hopefully Manchester State's healthy because I don't want to see him out there. Terrence Marshall also added to the practice squad. I kind of liked him at LSU a couple years ago, as well as another practice squad tight end. We lost to a Rams team that was very beatable and very injured. I know we were also injured, but if we were going to somehow make a run, that included beating a Rams team that were probably very close to being better than it, if not already better than. So how are we going to go and beat these teams that are better than us? I'm not sure. The season is probably going to be a chalk at this point. I would never like to tank, but we're not good enough to win games. We just lost to a Rams team that is not that good, and how are we going to beat better teams, especially already at 2-5? So it's not going to look good this season. Not going to have a lot of wins. Ugly season again. What I said a million times before the season started, I thought I had us going 10 wins, wildcard berth. And that's not going to be close. And the unfortunate thing is there's so many bad teams in the league right now that the Raiders have the 8th overall pick. So we're 2-5, but set at number 8 overall because there's a lot of bad teams in the league right now. So I don't even know what's going to happen. But, I think that for the future, we'll get a new coordinator, new quarterback. Outside of that, I keep everything else in place. Head coach, GM, defensive coordinator. And hope for the best. So that was my Rams Raiders Week 7 game recap. I'm Marcio, and thank you for watching.